gamer, but I'll say the shit that you won't. You know, guys, I admit it. I love villains. You know, in movies, villains are the badass bosses who will stop at nothing to accomplish their goals. And in video games, they're even worse. Why? Because not bound down by mortal law. Video game villains are sweet. And I'm counting down today. I'm going to do my top 10 video game villains. Why top 10? Because top 11 just sounds retarded. So sit back, relax, and give a salute to evil. This is my top 10 video game villains. That's right, top 10 video game villains. And I'm going to count down them in no real particular order, of course, top 10 obviously, but there is one rule that I had to follow in order to make it on this list. I had to at least play the game. Okay, guys? So if you don't agree with me, I probably haven't played the game, like some guy or say some bitch on World of Warcraft. I can't remember her name. I don't know her. I never played the game. Yes, I'm not a World of Warcraft player. I'm a Diablo player. I.e., I cannot wait for Diablo 3. Oh, Diablo. But today, we're counting down villains. And today, I'm counting down my top 10, so here it is. Number 10. Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde from Pac-Man. That's right, Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde from Pac-Man. Now, these ghosts are assholes, and these pixelated patties I had to give mention to. Why? Because they're some of the first villains that we ever ran across. And no matter how good we got at the game, these guys got faster, they got stronger, they got smarter. And eventually, no matter how good you got, they will always scissor your ass into a corner, and you'll hear that ever faithful music. Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde. Because every countdown needs ghosts. Number 9. Dracula from the Castlevania series. Dracula. I had to put Dracula on this list. Why? It's the fucking king of the vampires. He's Dracula, guys. Now, I did rate him fairly low on this list for a reason. Because in Castlevania 1, he was pretty tough. In Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest with that infinite fire trick, and he's easy to snap to beat. In the later series, he kind of tapers off, and even in Lords of Shadow, he doesn't even make an appearance. So I had to rate him fairly low, but he's still worthy of my number 9 spot on this list. I mean, it's fucking Dracula. Guys, what else do I got to say about him? I mean, it's Dracula. Just cause. Number 8. Mother Brain from Metroid. That's right, Mother Brain from Metroid series. Why did I put this pixelated bitch on this list? Exactly that. She's a fucking bitch. I mean, whereas most villains try to take over the world or cause pain, cause destruction, she already has taken over the world. She has a whole world of minions at her disposal who try and take you down. I mean, she's ugly, she's demented, and she has a world under her control. It's fucking Mother Brain, guys. I mean, everyone knows Mother Brain, and she's a fucking bitch. It's Mother Brain. Because every countdown needs a giant brain. Number 7. Skull Dancer from Tales of Symphonia. That's right, Skull Dancer. Now, very few have actually heard of this guy, or probably even less have heard of this game, but the Skull Dancer had to be on my list, because he's such a badass villain. I mean, this guy, when you first show up, when you first see him in the mountains, he's nothing. I mean, if you smack, boom, dead, never seen him again for a long while. But when you run across him again for the second time, he rapes your ass. He's 10 times stronger, 10 times faster, and means you need to be at your peak of strength to fight Skull Dancer. Okay, guys? This guy is evil. His only dialogue is die. What else needs to be said? Skull Dancer, because he danced on your skull. Number 6. Dr. West from Splatterhouse. Yeah, I had to put Dr. West on this countdown. I only recently stumbled across this villain from recently playing Splatterhouse for the Xbox 360, but this guy blew me away. This was one of the creepiest villains I've ever seen. I mean, he literally kills the main character in the very first second of the game, which brings back the Terror Mask, and for those of you who played the game know what I'm talking about. For those of you who don't play it, I recommend Splatterhouse. It is a fun fucking game. Plus you get some uber hot pictures of your girlfriend Jen. Anyways, Dr. West. This guy is psychotic, he's demented, he is just plain evil. I guess the best way I can describe him, he reminds me a lot of Nathan from Repo the Genetic Opera. He's a scientist who was a normal guy when he was a kid. Not a kid now, when he was younger, back in the day, with his fiancée. But when his fiancée was destroyed by, spoiler, your main character, then Dr. West snaps and he goes on a rampage to try and just raise his fiancée from the dead. So he brings out this big apocalyptic demons, and it's up to your main guy to rip him to shreds. But Dr. West, he's cunning, he's evil, and he's not afraid to put himself in the line of fire. I had to give Dr. West my number 6 spot on this list. He's well worth it. Dr. West, because every countdown needs a surgeon. Number 5. Xemnas from Kingdom Hearts 2. Xemnas. I had to put Xemnas on this list. Now, a lot of you are probably curious, well, if I'm putting Xemnas on the list, why don't I count Ansem? Well, see, Ansem and Xemnas, although they're considered two halves of the same person, I consider them two separate people altogether. Because Ansem was the Heartless of Xehanort, and Xemnas is the Nobody. Now, Xemnas is 10 times stronger, 10 times more developed, and he has a lot more just lines of dialogue with main character Sora. Now, this guy is calculating, he's cold, and he's just manipulative. He sends out his entire organization to try and trick Sora to releasing all the Heartless so he can build King Hearts, so he can become pure and whole again. And of course, he wants to probably take over the world, but it's not implied there, but people like myself read between the lines, and you kind of know that once he becomes whole and once he obtains the power of King Hearts, he's not going to stop there. And that's why I love these villains, because they will not stop until they got the power they want. Once they get that power, they want more and more. And this Xemnas is perfect culmination of that. He is just evil, and his last fight, when you team up with Riku to fight this guy, be prepared, because this guy is tough as shit. He is fun to watch in the cinematics. If you never played Kingdom Hearts games, play Kingdom Hearts 2. It is fun, and you will surely enjoy Xemnas and his whims. Xemnas, the heart of gold without a heart. Number 4. Bowser from Mario. Yeah, you knew Bowser would be on this list somewhere, guys. I mean, come on, it's fucking Lord King Bowser Koopa. It's King Koopa. It's Bowser. He's the coolest dragon of them all. Now, a lot of you are saying, dude, if Bowser's the coolest, why did you give him the number 1? Because he gets his ass kicked by a fucking plumber. Okay? Bowser, you're a dragon, dude. When you see fucking Mario, eat the prick. Just eat him. Burn him to a crisp. Sit on him. Destroy him. Instead of trying to kidnap Princess Peach and rape her ass, focus your goal on killing Mario. Once Mario's out of the way, Then you can get Peach. Don't kidnap Peach to get Mario. Kill Mario to get the Peach. Okay, Bowser? That was why I had to give you number 4. Sorry, bro. I love you. You're cool as shit. You're a hard guy and you're sweetly strong in Mario RPG. My number 1 as name is Game of all time. But I had to give you a low rating because you get your ass kicked by a couple of dwarves. Lord King Bowser Koopa. Because every countdown needs a dragon. Number 3. Ganondorf. From The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess and The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Yeah, Ganondorf. I had to put Ganondorf on this list. He is absolutely easily my number 3. I mean, in Ocarina of Time, his whole goal is to try and kidnap Princess Zelda so he can attain the Triforce and take over the world, of course. Like most guys on this countdown, their goal is to take over the world. This guy, he's the king of the thieves in the Ocarina of Time, and he stops at nothing, and when you become older, he kidnaps Princess Zelda, and then you have that epic battle between his first form, and then his second form of Ganon. Now, in Twilight Princess, when he made the epic return, that blew my mind, and he's so much more demented, he has so much more just evilness soothing out of him. And plus, that final fight between him and Link, oh, look, I have goosebumps from just thinking about how epic that last battle was. And it's Ganondorf, guys. I mean, he's just so badass. He's evil, he's demented, he's psychotic, yet he's cool. I mean, he's a fucking wizard, demon, swordsman. He just culminates everything epic about a great RPG. Ganondorf. Every countdown had this guy on it, I'm sure. Number 2. Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, if you didn't guess that Sephiroth was on my list by this point, you gotta go back to school. I mean, Sephiroth is easily on this list. Easily. Everyone loves Sephiroth. I mean, the reason I didn't give him my number 1, though, is because he is such a mama's boy. Yes, he is the epic. Everyone makes fun of Sephiroth for being the fact that he is the ultimate mama's boy. But I still love Sephiroth. He has the cool, badass music. He has that bitchin' long sword. He has the cool, long silver hair. And he doesn't want to take over the world. He wants to destroy the world and use the world as his vessel while he roves and tries to take over the universe. Fuck the world. This guy trying to take over the universe. That, to me, is cool. I don't care what you say. Sephiroth is the best. It's not Sephiroth. It's Sephiroth. It's the great pronunciation and, epicness of Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. For those of you who have not seen that, find it, rent it, buy it. It is the best movie, and Sephiroth in that movie was so epically done and so perfectly done. And that battle scene, orgasmic, obviously. And it's thanks to Sephiroth's music that is provided for this top 10 countdown. What else can I say about Sephiroth? He's just badass. And my number 1 video game villain is the Joker from Arkham Asylum. Damn straight. Joker from Arkham Asylum. Easily my number 1. Why? It's the fucking Joker. What else has to be said? He's the coolest villain of all. Everyone across the universe loves the Joker because he's so psychotic. He has no rules. He has no morals. He has no boundaries. He stops at nothing. I mean, he doesn't break out of the fucking mental institution. He breaks into a mental institution and runs amok of the place. Lets the inmates out and makes living hell for Batman. I mean, you fight Poison Ivy, you fight the Crocodile Dude, you fight Bane, you fight all the great Batman villains, and what happens at the end? You face Ultimate Joker. I mean, Joker is great. Of course, voiced by Mark Hamill, great voice actor, great actor. Luke Skywalker from the Star Wars series. But Joker is the bomb in this movie. He is the absolutely best, and the absolutely best in this game. So, what else can I say? It's Joker. The psychotic clown who will stop at nothing to accomplish his goals. I love this. Villains, villains, villains. It was great to do a top 10 villains list. And coming soon, I'm sure you've seen it, is my top 10 fuck-up list. It is coming soon. Yes, I know I made a lot of fuck-ups, so I'm going to do my top 10. My top 10 because top 11 just sounds retarded. That sounds ridiculous. It's great being the king right now, guys. Just finishing off my top 10. My top 10 fuck-up list coming soon. Nostalgia Critic and the Angry Video Game Nerd are afraid of me. I guess I am still a god of men. I'm gonna be in this a little longer. I don't know how to end this certain review. So just cue Sephiroth's music and let's take it from there. Okay, yeah. I'm pissed off, game. I say the shit